Hello and welcome back to Sage and Stone Tarot. My name is Jennifer and I am here to do a twin flame collective reading for the new moon in Gemini. Tonight is the new moon. I felt very drawn to do a twin flame reading. All about the collective energies, what's going on with the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. I am a twin, and so I was really excited to do this reading. Before I begin, I really want to welcome and thank all of the new subscribers. You mean the world to me. This is the whole reason why I started a brand new channel. I've been now working with the cards for about a year now, like really regularly working with the cards, and it's through my twin flame journey and my twin, my Divine Masculine, that it inspired me and moved me to start this channel, to read cards. And I'm an intuitive tarot card reader with the traditional tarot mixed in, so I will often hear like song lyrics or see visions of images and words and phrases, sometimes in quotes, in addition to what it is that I am seeing in the cards themselves. So I'm very grateful that you were here. And if any of my messages or readings resonate, please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be updated when I upload new videos. One last thing is that any reading that I do, these are general readings, including the twin flame readings. If anything, any of my videos, any of my readings, if it does not resonate with you, then it might not be the reading for you at that time, or I might not be the reader for you. There are hundreds, if not thousands upon thousands of readers on YouTube. So I know that I have a handful that I absolutely adore and love and I've learned from. And I know less than 3 minutes if a reading resonates. I received a very nasty comment. I just started, and it was obvious the person didn't listen. If it doesn't resonate with you, then it's not for you. So take what resonates, throw out the rest. Also, when I channel Divine Masculine, I use the word he, and Divine Feminine, I use the word she, but it is not gender specific. So you know your situation. So you know your situation. So you place where your person lies. So let me begin. And also one more thing. I start out with, and I'm very connected to my Moonology Oracle card deck. So I have messages from the Moon deck, and then I also am I was guided to use the Akashic Tarot, and then my Radiant Rider-Waite deck. So what it is that I'm going to do is that I have crowning energies, the crowning energies that are going on in the Twin Flame Collective on this new moon in Gemini. And out of these 6 messages, 4 of them are new moon energy, including new moon in Gemini. So I was so excited that when these cards came up. This reading is amazing. I will then get into the Divine Masculine energy. What's going on with the Divine Masculine energetically? Then I will get to the Divine Feminine. What is going on with the Divine Feminine energetically? The collective energy, and then possible outcome between this new moon and the next new moon. So let me get started. The first moon message is the new moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. So I'm a Taurus. Taurus Sun, Gemini Moon, and Libra Rising. This is about abundance and prosperity and finances, and there's a lot of new moon energy in general outside of it being a new moon tonight. So there's a lot of expansion, there's a lot of new activity, a lot of new opportunities, And so what is it I'm feeling in the collective? I really feel that both the divine masculine and the divine feminine are really working at getting their finances in order, their 3D material world, what it is that is important to them, what prosperity means to them. What does it mean to you, divine feminine? What does it mean to you, divine masculine? These are things, and prosperity is on the way. This is a very expansive time. There's a lot of activity. I feel that there's a lot of activity. And the other thing about this card, New Moon in Taurus, it also goes into your self-worth. So if there's any old belief systems in regards to abundance and money, your feelings, your relationship with money, if there's any old, outdated, antiquated storylines that you're still I feel that there's a group or some of you that are working through this, but if you still have these old, outdated belief systems, which usually have been stemmed from childhood or even back in past lives that are in this lifetime, really think about it, feel into your self-worth. You are worth prosperity. You are worth abundance. And I sense that there's some of the divine masculine, they don't want to come to their feminine if they aren't financially together or aren't financially sound. So it's important for the divine masculine to have his finances in order, because he wants to come to his divine feminine right. He wants to come to her in the right way, not just money, spiritually, emotionally, physically, all of that, but definitely finances. So it's all about self-worth. There's a lot of prosperity, a lot of abundance to be had. So on this new moon in Gemini, write out your intentions. What are your intentions? It would be a good time to sit down and, write out a 12-month financial plan. Yes, we are in June, but that doesn't mean that you have to wait till January. You can start making plans anytime, at any moment. Energy is fluid, it flows, it changes, it moves. So anytime you feel that you want to start something new and you want to embark on something new, then just start it. You don't have to wait. So the next message, it comes from the new moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. Like, these messages keep getting better and better to me. So what this feels to me, that this opens up fun adventure. I feel that coming from a time that might have been very low energetically, feeling kind of, whether it's a dark night of the soul or coming out of the dark night of the soul, or having tower moments. The tower did not show up here at all. Luck is on your side. This is also about being grateful, because what is coming your way, anything new that is coming your way, especially within the twin flame dynamic, this is a gift. This is a gift that is being given. And so it's to be in that state of gratitude, thinking about the whole journey, this whole twin flame journey. What are you grateful for? What has it taught you? What has it given you? Luck is on your side. Everything you touch is going to feel like a gift. I also feel that there could be travel. But this is a very fun energy. So again, another new moon energy, so it's expansive. And when I look at this card, this is a bow and arrow. The image that I get is Cupid with the bow and arrow. This is what with the red, that's what I saw. I saw a picture of a bow and arrow. Where do you want to shoot your arrow? And divine masculine wants to shoot his arrow straight at his divine feminine. That's exactly exactly the image and what it is that I just felt. The next card is the South Node. This is about karma and karmic law. Don't let your past hold you back. Anything that has happened within this twin flame journey, and for those of you who have been on this journey for a long period of time, it is not for the faint of heart. There's been a lot. It is the most beautiful. It is the most beautiful, also can be most painful journey. And it's a journey back to self. It's a journey back to the unconditional love of self. A journey coming home to yourself. This is your twin soul, your twin flame, sacred partner, divine union, whatever title you ascribe to yours. But I focus, what is it that I ascribe to personally as a twin flame? But don't let the past hold you back. If there's any resentment, any bitterness, any forgiveness that needs to be done, this is a time to do it now in this expansive new moon energy. And we have the new moon in Gemini here, so don't hold back. Communicate your feelings, communicate your heart. If you are in communication with your twin, keep that line of communication open, because that is one way to heal, to be able to speak and not to hold in anything. Don't hold any grievances. Don't hold any resentments, any bitterness. It's about forgiveness. Don't allow your past to hold you back. And it goes because with the South Node, the next card to come in is the new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. All of the hard work that you have done, divine feminine and divine masculine, it is now, you are going to start seeing your hard work paying off if you haven't already started seeing it. The universe knows, spirit recognizes and knows what it is that you want so deeply in your heart. And it's all about continue to do whatever healing work that you need to do. Don't stop what you're doing. Have faith and trust. And don't allow the past to hold you back. Which then leads into communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Exactly what it is that I was saying just before about not letting your past holding you back. Communication, keep the lines of communication. And for those of you who are not in communication, you can still communicate energetically, telepathically. So for those twins that if you are a true twin, you know that you can reach your twin energetically in the 5D. Really quickly to explain, I will give you an example of exactly my personal story, my twin flame story. There was a period of 13 and a half years of absolutely zero communication. But in that time period, because there was a lot that had gone on in my life, I won't share the details, but there was a lot going on, and I couldn't understand why this person was in and around my existence all the time. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't figure out why. I never even heard of twin flames back then. I just knew that this person was in and around my existence. And so much so that I had gone to 2 different healers at 2 different times within that 13 and a half years. And I went because I wanted to get an etheric cord cutting, because I read about it and I'm like, okay, maybe this is what I need to do, because I had already done burning rituals and burning ceremonies on the full moon. Like I was really trying to, sever the tie. And both times, 2 different healers, 2 different times during that 13 and a half years. The first time the woman told me that she was able, there were 6 cords, she was able to sever 5. And she told me that there's one that she wasn't able to cut. that it's been there for an extraordinarily long time. That was her words. And so I felt okay, went about my business, and still this person's existence. Okay, the second healer, the same thing at that time. This was like months apart. The second healer had told me that I had 3 cords in total. 2 were able to be severed, 1 would not sever. And that was the one healer that said that she felt that this was a cord that was from a past life. I said, okay, I was very open. I didn't really, I did not, go too further into, wanting to know what that was. So anyway, fast forward to make a long story short, November 11th, 2017, my twin and I reconnected. We have been in communication except for a 2-week period ever since then. And I found out, he explained to me that in his situation, he created a world. He created this world within his mind. So when he would close his eyes at night, that was when this world came alive. So this is what I mean by communication is key. Even if you have 0 communication, that was the reason why I couldn't, there was lots of reasons, but he kept the lines of communication open all that time with 0 communication. He was with me, in and around me all the time. He was reaching out to me all the time. So even if you're in 0 communication, please know that you can communicate. Meditation is key. Meditation is key. Visualization is key. But if you are in communication, any kind of communication, like I said before, don't let your past hold you back. If you are in communication and your twin is open and awakened enough to this journey, my twin happens to be, I feel very blessed and very lucky that he is. And so our communication is very open. So if you are lucky enough to have that, then continue to talk things through. If your twin is not, still communicate. Don't throw the twin flame, the twin flame concept to theory at them, because it might scare the daylights out of them, because it's a lot of information. It is a rabbit hole that just keeps getting deeper and deeper. So during this new moon in Gemini, communication, just continue to communicate. And while you are communicating, I'm going to leave this up here because it is our new moon. And the last message is from the waxing crescent moon. Have faith in your dreams. Have faith. This was a hard thing for me. Just have faith. Trust and believe. Have faith. Have faith that this is divine. This connection, this twin flame relationship, this bond is divinely protected and divinely guided. This is a gift. This is a gift being given. Luck is on your side. This is a gift being given to you. It's rough at times, yes. I mean, I've been through so many tower moments. I've been through dark night of the soul, just like most other twins on this journey. But don't allow it to dim your faith. Have faith. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in spirit, and have faith in your twin. So, I started with what is going on with the divine masculine. And so I'm going to start with the Akashic Tarot. Got Bird's Nest, 3 of Forces. The divine masculine. When I look at this card, this speaks of, when you're building a bird's nest, again, in relation to this new moon energy, and I got 4 new moon cards, this is about expansion. This is about starting new things. But there's effort involved in order. I mean, this is about building. This is about expanding and building. There might be a group out there that if you are in union, expanding, maybe your family is expanding, maybe there's children involved, but and that might be for a small group in the collective. But what is it that I'm feeling as far as the masculine energy is that he's diligently working, he's expanding, it's also about starting new things. He's being very diligent in creating this foundation. Like I said with the new moon in Taurus, prosperity lies ahead. So I really feel that the divine masculine is really trying to get, even though this is a bird's nest, all their ducks in a row. But they really are. This is about expansion. This is about building. And this takes effort. So this has taken time. And the divine masculine knows that this is worth the effort. His divine feminine is worth the effort, which is why he even though he might not verbalize it if you're not in communication, energetically, there are things going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. And it's because we're not meant to know right away. But I feel very strongly that the divine masculine is working. And with that comes the Seven of Scrolls, intricacies and industry. So in this picture, you see that there's this cathedral that is this man in the picture is trying to build. And Rome wasn't built in a day. Cathedrals were not built in a day. So it's like stone after stone. It's attention to detail, being very diligent and very specific. And this card reminds me of the Knight of Pentacles in the tarot, and we have that come out later in the reading. Your divine masculine wants to come to you right. So with the two of these together, I really feel that the divine masculine is opening up to new ideas, is opening up to new spiritual ideas and lessons and understanding. And he knows that his divine feminine, he knows that this connection is worth the effort. This new moon in Gemini, communication is going to be, whether it's text messages or phone calls, whatever it is, there is going to be some communication for some. This doesn't resonate with everybody, it's for some. And the next two cards, so then I went into the tarot, seeing these. What is in his energetic field? What is he thinking about? What's going on with the divine masculine? Queen of Pentacles. And the Two of Cups. So two things. What's in and around his energy is you, divine feminine. He is thinking of you. He sees you as, well, he sees you as the Empress, but he sees you as the Queen of Pentacles. When I look at the Queen of Pentacles, and I've said this in other videos I have, is that the Queen of Pentacles reminds me of the season of summer. Summer is all about life and vitality, and everything is in bloom. It's lush. If you look at the card here, everything is full of life. It's about fertility. It's grounding. It's like a mother's love. It's nurturing. This is how he views his divine feminine. And so what's in and around is this connection, is this Two of Cups, this divinely gifted connection. So the other messages I pulled, which I forgot to tell you, I apologize. The other cards that I did, and I did one for the divine masculine and one for the divine feminine, is I pulled two messages from the Power of Surrender cards. Power of Surrender cards. So I wanted to know, what does the divine masculine need to surrender to? Surrender to spirit. So as I said with the two other cards here, he is opening up, he is expanding, he's expanding his spiritual ideas and understandings and lessons and things like that. So surrendering to spirit. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. So this is what I feel the divine masculine is also in what is in and around him at this time. He is realizing that there's only so much that he has to let go of control, and he has to just surrender and let go and let God. It just reminds me of that from 12-step groups. So surrendering to spirit. And the second message is surrender to trust. Surrender to trust. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. Hello, I'm so sorry. I use my phone to make these videos for my channel, and as I was in the middle of doing this reading for all of you, one of my children kept calling and wouldn't stop calling, so I had to stop the video, but I'm back and I wanted to continue the reading for you all. Where I left off was the surrender to trust. Oh, and before I go any further, the humming that you hear in the background, that is my air conditioning. It is way too hot in Arizona right now for me to turn my air off, so I do apologize. Surrendering to trust. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. So I really feel with this new moon energy that the divine masculine is trusting more. He's trusting himself more. He's trusting his insight and his intuition. He's trusting this journey more for those who are awakened and actually are stepping up and doing the work necessary. And the energy that I'm feeling, or at least to the group that I'm connected to, is that the divine masculine, he is healing. He is doing the work. It just might not look in the way that we might think it to be, or the way we are, because, you know, between the divine masculine and divine feminine, you know, everyone walks their own path in their own divine timing and in the way that is right for them. But I really feel that group that I'm tapping into, divine masculine, he's trusting more and more as each moment passes, as each day goes by. So tapping into the divine feminine, the energy of the divine feminine collective, card that came up is the number 20, will, wisdom, and mind. The group that I'm tapping into, divine feminine, is in their power. They are feeling strong. They're in their power. When I look at this card, the fire and the water, you know, the fire speaks of creativity, where the water speaks of receptivity. So I feel strongly that a lot of divine feminine, or at least the group I'm tapping into, they have the creativity. They've either started businesses or started mission, or maybe the business has to do with mission, but mission work and just creating a life, creating abundance, creating prosperity. You know, new moon in Taurus. I feel that the divine feminine that I am tapping into has really stepped into her own, is feeling very strong and very independent. And where the water of receptivity has still kept the essence of her heart. That's the essence of her heart, because when I looked at the tarot, got the 3 of Swords and the Lovers. So what this speaks to me, what this speaks of to me, and how I am intuiting these cards, is that divine feminine, strong, standing in her power. The 3 of Swords, there's forgiveness. She's forgiven herself as well as her divine masculine. Divine feminine, you know, this speaks of itself. Divine feminine has always known what a sacred divine connection this is. She's always known about the nature of this journey, and this has been a journey back to herself. So I also see this as the divine feminine really coming home to herself and filling her cup up, the water of receptivity in this card. So the combination of will, wisdom, and mind. I also sense and feel that the group I'm tapping into is very connected, excuse me, very connected to spirit, angel guides, ascended masters, working through the divine feminine, allowing the divine to work through her. It's just a beautiful feeling. It's so big. It's such a beautiful energy. And so what it is that the two surrender cards, power of surrender cards for the divine feminine. Surrender to passion. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. I do believe that there's a group out there that has surrendered to their passions, has really like taken a step forward in doing all of those things and being around people that just ignite the passion within, that like lifts her soul, sets her soul on fire. The next one is to surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that comes from just being you. So again, I really honestly, the group that I'm tapping into really has I just feel a strength. I feel a strength of spirit and a strength of heart, and the magic that comes out of that, whether that's mission work or just living, waking up every single day and feeling alive, because there's been a lot of pain on this twin flame journey, and I feel that the group that I'm tapping into has really tapped into, or is tapping into, the magic of who they truly are, and that actually resonates, and it sends that to the divine masculine, which is why I feel that the divine masculine is starting to surrender to trust. It's the strength of the divine feminine that is touching the divine masculine, and he is expanding and he is opening up to these new ideas, these new spiritual understandings. So it's the divine feminine that is what's the word I'm thinking of? The divine feminine it's an energetic connection. It's all about energy, vibration, and frequency. So the stronger, as the divine feminine has risen in her strength and in her love, her self-love, and her power within, the divine masculine definitely feels it. And so I wanted to tap into the connective energy, the energy flow between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And I did not pull tarot because these four cards speak for themselves. The number 9, Archangel Michael, right out the gate, connective energy. Archangel Michael, he has been guiding and protecting this journey, and his presence is there. One of Roses, commitment. This is going on within the flow between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So I really believe that there is a group out there that unions have happened. They are going to happen. We are in a new moon energy. So it's open and it's expansive and it's new. So this card came out with number 7, Fated Meeting. I really don't feel that I need to explain any further. This is being felt. This is being felt. What it is that I'm feeling, again, that there is union energy out there, and for some are already in union, they're getting in union, or it will happen. maybe between this new moon and next new moon. So this fated meeting. So it's divine timing is at play. And the last one for the connective energy is the Queen of Roses. So there's just love, just so much love, so much guidance, so much angelic presence within the connection between the divine masculine and the divine feminine, commitment, union energy, fated meeting, and Queen of Roses. So the last cards that I pulled is I wanted to know what could be the possible outcome, or the possible what might you see between this new moon and the next new moon happening within your twin flame journey. So the first one I got is Seven of Roses, the journey, the journey, and with that Seven of Keys, the ascent. So what it is that I pick up is that, because we also have, I got to the tarot, the Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. So what it is that I'm feeling, what I feel deeply is that this journey is going to deepen. It's going to deepen on a whole new level. Divine masculine is ascending higher, the ascent. There's going to be a brand new level to this journey, and it's going to be felt between this new moon and the next new moon. Knight of Pentacles, yes, this has been a very slow moving journey. It is all about divine timing, but Knight of Pentacles is also, it's a pentacle, it's in your 3D material world, it's an earth energy. This speaks of stability, it speaks of nurturing and grounding and being centered. So this is, to me, is such a positive energy. Have faith in your dreams. Don't lose faith. There still is movement. Even if it's slow movement, it is movement. And the Six of Cups. Each of you, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, think of one another often. This connection, this bond, this love you have met your twin in lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. So this is, it's not a confirmation, it's just within the next, new moon to next new moon. The journey is going to continue, obviously, but it's going to continue on a deeper level. It's going to be more expansive, and it's going to go deeper, and it's going to ascend higher. So I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. Like I said, I apologize for having to stop the video. If you liked this reading and you would like to see more of my readings, just like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you would like to book a personal reading, it's in the About Me section on my YouTube channel. I do have special pricing for YouTube subscribers, and that's in the description box below. And until then, I wish you much love and much peace and happy new moon blessings.